Okay, hello everybody, Levi Clay here, back again to do a live transcription video. Live. When I say live, you're not watching live, but I mean unedited. I've not done a live transcription video in a while. I should do a live one where I can take some questions. Would you like me to do that? If so, comments below, let me know. So if you are watching this and you saw the last video where I tackled Pat Martino's solo on Sunny, this time I'm going to look at John Scofield's solo on Sunny. I found a chorus of it that I really like, that I think is fun, I think I can get something out of, so I'm going to transcribe it. And this is actually for my patrons over on patreon.com. On my Patreon page each month, we have monthly transcription challenges. I throw out a bunch of tracks, an easy, intermediate, and advanced one. This is the advanced challenge this month. And all of my patrons will go away and transcribe some of it, and then they will submit it to me, and I will look at their work, give them feedback, and help them improve their transcribing skills. So if you would like to be a part of that, head on over to Patreon. Also, on the note of transcriptions, I get asked this all the time, so I'm just going to throw this out there. You know, disclosure, affiliate link and all of that. The software I'm using, over here on the left, you can see I'm using a program called Transcribe. This is actually called Transcribe. I use it to loop audio, and I can open video in it, which is helpful. Slow things down, EQ things, etc. if I need to. Probably won't be doing much of that here, but like I say, great piece of software. I've done videos on it in the past, and I could transcribe about it absolutely fine actually, but it makes my life a hell of a lot easier. So if you feel that this is a piece of software that would be useful for you, there is a link below where you can purchase it. It's $40, I think, last time I checked. They might add tax to that, but it's $40, and if you buy it via that link, I'll get like $10 or something, so it helps support this channel. So you get something cool, and it's helping me out as well. So that's Transcribe. And on the right, I am using Guitar Pro 7, which many of you may have seen me bitching about quite a lot. That's just who I am. If I'm unhappy about something, I'm going to say it. Overall, Guitar Pro 7 is a piece of software that I like and I prefer to use. There are just a lot of features that I wish they would fix in it. And all features that I had told them they needed to fix way before they launched it. So that's the only reason I was ever really angry about the software. It's still my preferred piece of software for notating stuff, or notating guitar stuff at least. So let me just play the chorus for you, and then we will transcribe it. So I like this. So we're just going to go that far with it. Now, a couple of things to address. I have EQ'd the guitar. I've changed the sound of the guitar a little bit. In Guitar Pro 7, I've given him Jazz ES guitar. I've brought up the tube screamer. I've brought the drive down a little bit and the level down a little bit. I've gone into the general EQ, and I've brought out the high end just to try and have the guitar sound a little bit closer to the recording. Not massively important, but you know, it's those little details that help. I am also going to very foolishly be transcribing this one without a guitar. I feel that having a guitar might help with something like this, obviously, because I can check everything and I can work things out. But I'm going to do things without a guitar because I'm a glutton for punishment. I said this last time. It wasn't too bad on the Pat Martino one, but I feel this John Scofield one might be hard work. But we like a challenge, don't we? So, yeah. As always, the way to deal with this is section by section. We have to understand that when we're transcribing music, phrases, context. There has to be a context. So there's no point going and working out what that note is. What is that note? Oh, he's up high. It's an E. A high E. That doesn't tell me anything. Context is very important. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to loop this first bar, click and drag. Now I've got some context, right? So if I slow that down a hair, I mean, I've listened to it once and now I've already got the phrase. If I'm clicking 3, 4, ba, Dabble da da da. That's the context of the phrase. Now my pitching's off. Ba. Let's try it again. Da. Dabba da da da. There's your phrase. Very important to have that context, because that way I can analyze things where they fall in the bar and write everything accurately. I can actually, I've marked out where the bars are in Transcribe, but I also like to right click, edit this marker, subdivide the beat by 4 beats, because there's 4 beats per bar. That's then going to give me the beat lines. Now I can actually just isolate beats. I mean, I know what that is, obviously. That's a 16th note rest followed by a dotted 8th note. Then we have a rest in B2. Now there's that phrase written out. I feel like I need a little bit more top end in my sound. So sorry, let me just fix that. I'll do. So yeah, when I look at that phrase, I can honestly say that that is a good representation of what I'm hearing here. Beat 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Da 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 da. Okay, so context, very important. Ba da da. I like, you know, phrases like this, very John. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Pitching aside, the rhythm. Da ba da da. Da 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 da. Now I can't see where he's playing, so I'm having to approximate. You might be playing it like that. Ba bo ba. Is that a pull off? Yep. How he just turns around and looks at Joey and doesn't play anything, which is nice. We like not having to write things. That's a nice phrase. Da 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 da. 1, 2, 3. Da 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 da. We could put a shift slide in there if you really wanted to. Ba 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 bo. Ba ba. Ba ba. I could put a staccato dot on that. Ba ba yo. Lots of space. And of course that's a big part of what we're trying to learn when we transcribe someone's playing like this. It's not just about stealing their lines, it's about being able to look at what they do and try and get in their head. There's a lot of space in this solo, and this is actually the 4th chorus, I think, that he takes on it. So, yeah, the playing style of John in this particular setting is to play less, but that's cool. If we look at a phrase like that, 1, 2, 1, da 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 da, pitching way off. I should really work on my sight singing, shouldn't I? And having the range to sing. Da 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 da. And that's Scofield. Ba da da ba da do. Now. That's embarrassing. Now what I'm doing here is I'm trying to look at roughly where he is on the neck, and that will help inform where this is played. If I had a guitar, I'd experiment, but guitar is like, oh, it's like an inch out of my reach, so it would mean picking it up and that is correct, he is there. Oh, whoops, not that. Ba-da-da. Ba-da-do. Ba-ya. That's a slide. Ba-da. Oh. You see the process that I'm going with there. I'm trying to sing what he plays and conceptualize in my mind how I would play that. That's my thought process when I'm doing this. What am I doing? Should really not breathe into the microphone, should I? I could make lots of Star Wars references, but ba-ba. How's he playing that? Is that a slide? Ba-ba-da-da-ba-da-da. Oh, it is 7. Ba-ba-da. What's my phone going off for? You sending me money? It's a Skype lesson. That's how you, for those of you out there wanting to book Skype lessons, that's the way you do it. You message me, we sort it out. We book, you pay, I write you on my board, and we have a fun Skype lesson. Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, da-da-da. Now, phrasing. ba da da do. Now that would suggest that the way that this has been articulated isn't quite right. That's definitely where he'd play that, but then that would lead to suggest that that part would be played on the B string. I'm just looking at that and thinking, I mean, you can totally play it like that. And now I'm looking at where he is on the neck. Kind of pentatonic phrasing. Ba, ba. Ba da 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 ba da ba da do ba da. I'm thinking like I'm trying to learn from this. Ba da do do ba da ba da ba. Yeah, you can play that. Da 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 do da da. So again, like I kind of have to look at that and go, oh, maybe it would be played like that. That would fit under the fingers better. Oh, the software, I like it when it does this. Every now and again, you'll stop transcribe from playing, but the video will just keep going like this. And you can watch John Scofield dancing in slow motion. Also worth pointing out that I'm doing this at 35% speed, just so I can really hear the details. I've done videos on the subject of slowing down transcriptions in the past, responding to guys like Yannick Wisnala. In summary, guys that say you should never slow down stuff when you're transcribing, well, that we can demonstrate why that's a bad idea. I think it's a good idea in principle, but the idea ultimately boils down to this. The reason that you don't slow things down when you're transcribing is you try to make things as difficult as possible for yourself, because that's how you learn. Music is heard at speed, therefore you should transcribe it that way. And there's merit to that. Like, context is very important. Hearing things in the broader context rather than slowing things down. It's easy to get confused when you slow things down. But the reason the argument doesn't stand up is, well, twofold. One, when you transcribe something incredibly fast, like a Michael Brecker solo, you need to slow that down to hear the subtle detail. It doesn't matter how many times you listen to an incredibly fast Michael Brecker run where he's going the detail. Someone will make that into a little clip, I'm sure. The detail, you're never ever going to pick that up, no matter how many times you listen to it. And you know what? Actually, I say never ever. You know what they say, never say never. But the time that would be required, the amount of times you'd have to listen to something like that in order to pick up that level of detail is obscene. You could just slow it down to 50% speed and pick up that detail faster, which allows you to move on and get on to the next bit faster. It increases your workflow, and that's really important when you're transcribing, especially in the way I'm doing things, because this is my job. I can't, for the sake of purity, do things at speed, so I'm doing things the right way. My ear is pretty well developed, and it's been via this. It's because I'm able to slow music down and listen to it in much more detail than somebody that's trying to be a bit more purist about things. Also, the other argument that is ridiculous is, okay, so if the reason you don't slow music down is because it's harder to transcribe at speed, if you're transcribing something and you feel that it's too easy, like you feel that you can hear everything that's going on, you don't speed it up, do you? Just to give yourself more of a challenge, because that would be silly. If you're going out of your way to make your life more difficult than it needs to be, you might just be an ideologue. Anyway. Da 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 da. I'd put the accents in here, so. So we've got the accent on ba 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 da 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 da. Oh, whoops, da 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 da. Because that's the thought process behind this line, isn't it? Ba da da da. And that's accented as well. So that line with the accents in there is a lot more reflective of the concept. If I was to just write da 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 da, it's missing the actual detail of what he's doing. It's da 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 da. Sorry, da 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 da. That's important. Ba da 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 da. Actually, looks like he's playing that there. So da 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 da. Hope you guys appreciate me making videos like this for you. And if you do, hit that like button, hit that share button, comment, and all of that good stuff. I could be watching Game of Thrones right now. Da 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 da. Let's put the accent on there. Da da da. Ba ba da. Ba da. Da 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 da. That's incorrect. It's that. Da da da. Ba da da da. I really like that one. Ba 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 ya da. Oh, no way. He's not playing it like that. Da da ya oh. Cool little. That's a very cool Indian pentatonic phrase. It's like the minor pentatonic with the major third added in B flat, and that works because he's playing over a B flat 7 sharp 11 at this point. It loses some of the character when you play it in Guitar Pro, but there. That's, how do I ghost note in Guitar Pro 7? What's the shortcut for that? It's telling me it's O, but oh, it did work that time. I must have pressed the wrong key. Ba da da do. of fucking around there, isn't it? Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, my face is in the way there. Jesus Christ. That doesn't look very John to me. I'm looking at it on the screen. That's right. He'd play that like that, I'm sure. Where is he playing? It's on the lower string. Oh no. Let's really think about this. I mean, it's playable like that. In fact, you know what? We'll cut it off there because I've been going for almost half an hour. I will continue to transcribe this in my own time because, let's be honest, no one's watching me at this point. If anybody is watching at this point, they're probably too fixated on the fact that I foolishly cut off my beard. I've got this monstrously short thing at the moment. That was a regret. Anyway, let's listen to the solo. Okay, yeah. It's really annoying that I've cut it off there because I can hear where the line needs to go, and that's an ear training thing though, isn't it? Anyway, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed that. I'll make myself a wee bit bigger. But I'll tell you what, I can do that in an even better way. Ta-da! So massive thanks to these guys. These are my $10 plus patrons. These guys support me over on Patreon at a $10 tier. And yeah, massively helpful to my career. Yeah, you help me make better videos, so thank you very much for being awesome people. If you would like to join that list, you can do so for, well, actually as little as $1. No, you can join that list for $10, but you can join my Patreon for as little as $1. And if you would like to do that, you can do so by clicking, well, the button that's on screen now in the top left. There is a button to subscribe in the bottom left, and there is another one of my videos right above my head right now. You can check that out, and of course, yeah. And of course, buy Transcribe, link in the description. Anyway, peace out, guys. Pleasure to serve, and I'll be back for another video soon. Bye!